and welcome to Moving to Outstanding 2019. This is the 7th year we've run this conference, and it is so nice to see so many familiar faces. Can I say well done on getting a ticket for today? Because once again this conference has sold out, and I'm really pleased that every year I hear from schools who've been to this event who tell us that it's helped them on their journey to outstanding.
And the woman who was monitoring us sidled up next to me and said, "You know that your children are not actually writing a single word down on the page." It's like, yeah, it's fine, it's great, it's fine. And that was the year when the results came out in July. We got a 4% combined. I want to just impress upon you the importance that I have found in making sure that we instill in our children a strong culture that how important learning is, but it's not just about the kids. If the adults are not leading with that vision and they're not leading with that culture, you can forget it happening in the classroom. If you want a culture of excellence in your school, you have to focus on the small things. That phrase, don't sweat the small stuff, it couldn't be more wrong. Definitely sweat the small stuff.
If you're not in a hurry, plan for 7 years ahead. My governors are saying to me, you need to be outstanding. Come on, hurry up. But actually you need to be clear about your direction. You know the pace of how your school needs to go forward.
It might please you to know that we got our outstanding without particularly outstanding data. And I had a little lovely, who will remain nameless because this is being recorded, who used to like to hop up right to the top and then pee off. Lovely. And so it was on that first day I thought, okay, so we need some basics. Yes, we've got some vulnerable children, as I'm sure you have. Yes, we serve a housing estate. Yes, we have a high level of free school meals and SEN and area of deprivation. But actually the only way we're going to change the outcomes for them is by making sure that they leave us reading and writing and doing maths as well as everybody else.
We have ploughed time, money, blood, sweat, tears into teaching and learning. Okay, so when we first turned out, our outcomes were around 30% for SATs. Sitting beautifully at the bottom end of the table in Luton, holding everybody up. Okay, so last year we're at the top. That's 5 years hard work. And although we had our non-negotiables, we are not creating identikit teachers. We very much believe that your teaching is very much based on your personality. And the way I would teach and the way you would teach and he would teach are completely different because it's based on who we are, and that's okay.
How in 2 years we made sure we turned around all our teaching and learning. I made sure I ring-fenced, even in the current times when budgets are tough, a good proportion of money for the best quality CPD I could give my teachers. Vision was so important. I had to make sure that inset day in September when I arrived had staff on the edge of their seats wanting to buy into it. It was the biggest compliment I've ever had when a secondary head came to me last year and said, "Your children stand out. They really do, they don't have gaps. They want to learn." I thought, first time a secondary school has said, I'm right where I've said they've left, where they're at, and they can see the progress of those children.
Every time I hear speakers, that the outstanding head speakers speak at this conference, they all talk about their vision. And it's a vision that can raise their school to excellence. Because what gets you to good doesn't get you to outstanding.
Somebody said, Philippa, can we cut back on one of the development meeting, sorry, that's not a staff, that's a staff meeting. And I said, no, that's one thing we do not cut back on for staff wellbeing because that makes a difference. We just need to cut the out really to make it better for teachers and for me and for everybody. But CPD is something we do not cut back on.
Have you had a good day? Yes, I'm glad. Was it worth coming out of school for a day? Thank you so much for being with us. I shall be delivering hugs now.